Welcome to another episode of Bengals and Brews. I am Dale Altman, joined by my co-host, honorary bro, Bengals Whitney. How you doing, Whit?
Feeling very broed up.
Yeah, we got a couple special guests, a couple Browns fans. So this is new territory for us, but it should be a fun one. So let's go ahead and bring them on now. I want to call her Now Cool Jules, depending if we can get that jersey to switch. And also Gabb Gowdy.
Hey.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
You know, the best I can be.
Tired.
That is fair.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jules, are you on cell phone?
Yeah, I am.
If you turn it sideways, it'd probably be like full screen.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Potentially. So it works for some people and not for others. Nope. Yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
There you go.
No, I'm short. Hold on. Bro, I got like the worst setup. I don't have a TV. I don't have my laptop. I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have internet. It's bad. I just moved in.
Yeah.
It's really bad right now. That's why I go to every Reds game because I have nothing else to do.
Now, Gabb, do you live in Cleveland?
Yep, I live in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. I probably shouldn't say that. I say that every day, and someone's going to find me and like show up one day, but I live
Don't give your address. No, definitely not.
I live
There's some creepers.
I'm downtown Cleveland, Ohio. You guys don't know where it is, but I'm down there somewhere.
Somewhere.
And
Travis isn't here. He would ask.
Yeah. Do you have anything you want to promote and some of the things that you're involved with that you want to talk about? And then we'll switch over. And Jules, same with you, and talk about your move to Cincy when we get to you.
Anything that I want to promote?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I work for these guys over here, FanDuel, and I have a show every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern on FanDuel's Twitch. It's called Unsportsmanlike Conduct. Me and my girl Bree, we talk about literally everything. If you want to get roasted, show up and we'll do it.
Oh, no.
That's what I got going on.
I like your style. I like your girl style. Sassy.
All right, Jules, you got anything you want to promote, or you just want to talk about?
I have nothing. I'm pretty boring.
No,
All
you're
right.
not.
I mean-
You're a TikTok superstar.
That is true.
Really? Okay, well, I'll promote myself, I guess. Not So Cool Jules on everything. I made it easy. It flows. Everyone's like, why do you say Not So Cool Jules? Because I know if I said So Cool Jules, someone would say it anyways. So it just works better. And it's
There you go.
quirky. And I'm really not that cool. I just happen to do a lot of cool things. It's weird. I don't know how I get to, but it's fine.
Now, did you live in Cleveland also?
No,
before the move?
No, I wish I did live in Cleveland. No, right now, obviously. But I like Cincinnati, so I'm vibing. I got a job offer here, so I moved here for everyone who wants to hate, because of course I knew when I announced that I chose Cincinnati that people were gonna, not a lot, but a few people had things to say, and I'm like, well, sorry, I didn't get a job offer in Cleveland. Y'all know I would have been there.
Now, are you guys also like Cavs fans?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
See, okay,
Yeah.
I can relate with you on that. I'm still a diehard Cavs, so
Big Cavs.
We
fan.
love the Cavs.
yeah.
Big
I'm
Cavs fan.
excited to see what they do this year. They had a surprisingly good season last year,
Oh,
so
right.
I hope they build on it for sure.
They're literally, I love them. Obviously, Kevin Love. Shout out Kevin Love. He's never gonna see this, but I
Who
hope
knows? He
does.
could. Maybe. I don't know. He could be
Yeah, shout out
having
Kevin
an off
Love,
day on the
obviously.
honeymoon.
We're
Yeah.
kind of a big deal, okay, Jules?
We are
Just
kind of a big deal.
Right.
We'll clip that part specifically.
Clip it and then tag
Just to
him.
say-
Tag
He
Kevin
ignores
Love.
me, but he got y'all. Like he probably has me muted. There's no way.
Oh
he
my
does.
God. Stop it.
I would block him if I were me. I mean, block me if I were him. You know what I mean? That's fine.
We got some Who Days, which they're probably not going to give those back to you, Greg. That's okay.
You know what? You guys need to
For
know.
legal reasons, I'm not allowed. But
Just do what you guys need to do. I will refrain from that, but I'll support you guys doing it.
Okay, that's
All
fair.
right.
so I have this to piss Browns fans off, though.
Yes, girl.
I have
Yeah,
I have a
that's
Joe
my
Burrow
favorite thing
jersey.
to do.
Hey.
You do? Wait.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she
you know,
does.
do you want me to give a Joe Burrow story? I have a Joe Burrow story.
Yes. Right now.
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so when I was in high school, my high school was playing his high school in a basketball tournament at Marietta College. And my high school boyfriend at the time got absolutely crossed up by Joe Burrow, fell onto the ground, rolled around. He went past him, scored. So You know what? I owe that man a lot. For
And
that.
that's what you knew. Like this guy ain't the one. That's why he's an ex.
Right, because he got crossed up by Joe Burrow in high school basketball. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, Gabb, the Joe Burrow effect is insane.
Yeah,
it's far-reaching.
It really is far-reaching.
You never know where it's going to show up.
Mm-mm.
That's amazing. Well, sorry, go ahead, Dale.
No,
Okay.
you're my co-host. I'm talking too much.
No, I was just going to say, before we get started, I feel like we have partial custody of you right now, Jules. I feel like this is a little shared parenting.
Look,
I want to hash it out right now because the first time I met you, the only time I met you was at a Bengals game, a playoffs game, and you were wearing a Bengals shirt.
okay, look, it was free. It was a great shirt.
It's okay. I wore a Bills shirt to a Bills playoff game, so persuaded by free. We're persuaded by free and fun times.
Exactly. That's
right.
all I ever wanted. It's fun. And you would have thought I committed a crime.
It was the internet, so
Browns Twitter did not like me. I mean, not that they ever did.
Exactly.
But then they especially didn't.
They don't love you like we love you, Jules.
No, they don't. You guys are way
felt the
nicer.
love.
listen, I think like for Browns fans though, when have they ever felt love though? When have any of us ever felt any type of love?
No.
I can't tell you.
Not within. Nope.
No.
I've never felt love.
Right,
I
so
don't
we're
know
just
what that
filled
is.
with like
Y'all need
heartbreak.
therapy. I think all
Yeah, Browns
the
fans
fandom.
should be.
All right, ladies. How does it feel to pay a quarterback that you're going to play against week 1? So you can just kind of talk about the whole trade and Baker in general too. Yeah, Crip's hilarious.
Very opposite sides
funny.
of this debate. Well, I'm in the middle.
Yeah, I'll just be honest. I'm a big Baker hater. Have been for a while. Like I've been like for a very, 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 very long time. It's whatever. I mean, I wish him the best, but I don't think he was very good. He's only good against your team for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, we're checking the.
Strangely, he turns into the greatest quarterback
Right.
ever when he
He
plays
turns
us.
into
I have
Yeah.
a theory about that, Gabb. I'll
You
shoot
have
it
a theory
past
about that? Yeah. How does it feel to play against him and paying him? Well, if we pay for a win, I'm fine with it, you know?
Yeah.
But the losing, that's for another day.
Do you know
Yeah.
how bad that
The
would
Browns
be?
aren't losing.
Yeah, but like, so I don't think they haven't won an opening game
That's a
in
good
I think like 14 years. But there's always a time to break that. So
Yeah, this year. I really want to go. I might go. If I have a new car by then, I'm going.
Is that a home game for Cleveland?
No, that's a
no,
Or is it
it's,
Carolina?
it's in Carolina.
I'm
Okay.
guessing that's a no then. No feeling dangerous tattoos.
No.
No, I don't have any tattoos, but
I don't either.
surprisingly, I don't have a Baker Mayfield tattoo.
Don't ever do
No.
it.
I'm never doing that shit.
So you were a Baker fan? It's okay. Hey, it's a safe space here.
Yeah, like you
I-
can say it.
I'm so passive aggressive where I'm really bad at this. I don't hate him because like I can't. I don't know. Like I feel
He did a
bad-
lot,
I feel
yeah, he did a
bad for
lot.
him, but he also makes me mad. But I also like really wanted him to do well more than anything in the world. But I would also make fun of him because he's short. So
Oh,
sorry.
gosh.
One of my best tweets was that I like tweeted 5'11" and a disappointment. I did like the shaking things and I put like me and Baker Mayfield.
Oh my god, I remember that. That was funny. See,
That was
that's
a
like
tweet.
way like nicer than the things that I say.
Yeah, I was like, that is the meanest I've gone about like for Baker. Like people still
Yeah.
got mad about that, but that's the meanest I can go.
I
That's
think
the
he,
PG
legit
version.
hates me though. Yeah, I think that man legit hates me.
That's all
It's
right.
fine. It's
Oh.
whatever.
No.
Like,
there's
There's some articles that he'll quote tweet, and like most of it's me saying stuff in the article.
So we got someone in here as Browns and Beers. I just respect that a lot. Thank you for having that as your name.
No, Baker has not won an opening game yet.
No, I went to the
Haven't
game
won
when
an
they were
opening game.
playing the Titans the opening game, and they scored on the first drive, and you thought, oh my god, the Browns are back, and then 5 minutes later,
the Browns were actually back. The real.
yeah, they were, yeah.
So Jules, see Houday Joe, our buddy here. He thought you were converted to Bengals.
Look, okay. In case since everybody forgets that I literally, we all know about the sign for the baseball teams at Ohio, and no one had an issue with that. But I also went to the Browns game in Cincinnati last year where we kicked your guys' butt.
The only game
Baker was like Tom Brady, yeah. And a lot of fun. Bengals fans are very nice. And my sign said, I hope the Ohio team wins. I had the same energy. No one had an issue with it then. So that's my thing. Now, I like the Browns more. Would like to clarify. But I absolutely love Joe Burrow. I would die for that man. If that man told me to go get him Canes right now and then drive it wherever the hell he is, I will. And I'll get some for myself for free. I'll do anything.
It's true love. You can't
I love it.
True love, Jules. It just sneaks up on you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I do kind of love that Gabb, you and I like couldn't be more opposite in terms of like our fandom,
Right.
but we can be united and over a mutual dislike of Baker Mayfield. And so,
Right.
tell me
Yes.
sports doesn't bring people together. Bullshit.
Oh, that's funny.
This is Greg says basically the Reds suck. We all know that. So
Yeah,
he said
okay.
thanks for keeping up the good spirits at the games.
Thanks. I vibe. I've gotten on the screen every game.
Really?
Yeah, or if I'm not on the screen, I'm on TV because no one's there.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like 5 people at the stadium, so they got to
No one
put
goes?
someone up there.
No one goes
No
to the
one
games?
goes. I want to go
Like,
back.
worse than this place right down the street, this piece of crap stadium right here. No one goes?
We traded everyone, and people are
Yeah.
just really upset about it because it's like, why would you do that? And they're not showing a commitment to winning, so the fans don't want to reward that as a lot of
Right.
people's feelings.
If you don't
Yeah,
even look like you're trying, then we're not going to try too
Yeah,
hard.
I mean, they aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Gotcha.
literally look at that dugout and there's no energy. And like, I get it. Like, you guys are like, because like very bad, like their record, but like they should be better than
Who's
what they
saying they're your team now too.
I know.
Shut it.
Please, the Reds should be better than what they are.
Now, Gabb, are you a Guardians fan also?
Yeah, I'm a Guardians fan. Yep.
Yeah. I liked it. Like when they were on that World Series run, like I was
Dude,
rooting
they're
for
so
them to win
fun.
it all.
Yeah, they were so
Like-
fun. Screw the Cubs.
Yeah.
And they couldn't pay the shortstop whose name is escaping me all of a sudden.
Francisco Lindor, now he's
Yes.
crushing
I love
it with
that
the
guy.
Oh, I
Mets.
just
Yeah.
saw him for the first time ever. I saw him in person with the Mets, and he hit a home run.
Yeah, he was so good. Oh, that broke my heart.
Oh, same.
Sports will break your heart. I've decided that I hate the MLB more than just about anything. And I
Yeah.
won't support them because they don't have salary caps. It's total farce.
Yeah, the
Buy
Dodgers, man, what the Dodgers are doing is crazy. Just
Yeah.
buying everyone.
Reds
So,
are nothing
what-
but a farm
Yankees
team.
too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's everybody drinking? Am I the only one with an alcoholic beverage?
I'm not drinking anything. I would
I
be,
have-
but I needed to take a break.
I had a glass of wine. It's now gone.
Had.
So you need to
Yeah.
get another one?
Should I get another one?
I can put you in the back and bring you back when you're back.
I mean, I can just leave the chair. I'll be right back. It'll take
Yeah.
30 seconds. Okay.
Wait, are we all getting
Yeah.
drinks? Am I gonna be?
I'll
the only-
surprise. Are you guys both in Cincinnati? Like, is everybody in Cincinnati right
I'm
now?
in Florida.
Okay, well, I have some Cincinnati stuff coming up for you.
I'm 2 hours
Oh,
away
tell you.
from Cincinnati.
Yes.
Patty.
I feel like
What's
Gab
funny,
is
Jules?
gonna deliver
Yeah.
today.
But Jules is the only one actually in Cincinnati wearing her Browns jersey.
I know. It's like the upside down. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on. You know?
I want. I wish Baker was still on the team because I wanted to like get my Burrow jersey and then like like wear both. So say 69 because I'm immature, but
Oh, that was
fortunately I
good.
can't do that anymore.
He
This is
ruined
what
it.
I have.
Yeah, shut
All
up.
right.
Baker.
So
Fine,
tell us what it is, Gab.
Rheingeist bubbles, delicious.
Nice.
I had a choice between that or Great Lakes Crushworthy, and I'll go for the show and do the Rheingeist.
That is good
I have a
sportsmanship, Gab. I'm shocked.
Go, Jules.
like
You know
it.
you want to. We've literally peer pressured you
No.
into going to get it. I can see it in your face. Just
I'm
go
pouring
get
it into
it.
my
I
wine
drank
glass.
like every day for the past week. I have to take a break tonight.
Why
My
stop now?
liver
Why?
would thank me.
Right.
When you're on a streak, you don't want to be the one that breaks that streak. So
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to Vegas tomorrow, and I wasn't gonna drink till I got there.
Subtle flex.
yeah. Hold on. I get the graphic up.
You have to take a drink.
That's
Gabb.
so crappy.
That was funny.
You settle flex, you got to take a drink. Yeah.
The rules, law.
Yeah, Jules, how are you gonna settle flex without anything to drink?
I don't.
She settled
What?
flex
Get up.
earlier. Like we let her get away with it when she said she saw that baseball player in person just the other day.
Wait.
Well, she was at the game though.
I know. Oh, it's a
That's a
drink.
flex.
You kind of flex.
It's not a
But she
flex.
was at the game. She was one of 5 people watching the Reds get killed.
Yeah, I'm
so
one of the 5 people there.
that's not a
I
good
go at
flex.
this point,
That's
flip it on
not.
the screen and attention. I guess I don't know. That makes no sense, but it's fine.
Whit, what are you drinking?
Can we pretend there's alcohol in it? It's
Oh,
like-
geez,
Oh my
I'm
God.
so disappointed
Boo.
in you.
Yeah, you could have just lied to us, and I would have said
Yeah,
nothing.
you could have said literally anything. Hold on. If you were drinking, what would it be? Because this would be a good time to shout out one of our sponsors, Whit.
Oh, I'd be drinking Birmingham for sure.
Okay,
Mead.
tell us a little about Birmingham Meadery.
Best mead I've ever had. Well, I've never had mead, but they've converted me into a mead lover. And their bottles are all pieces of artwork, so they're great for gifts too. Hell yeah. Shout out to Birmingham.
Yeah, and we got the discount here at the bottom, the promo code, 15% off. I mean, you ever heard of discounted alcohol? That's pretty amazing, you know. So you put
Right.
the code in Bengal Brew, 2 or more bottles you buy, you get 15% off some of the best mead. I was basically reading that.
Paying you to drink mead.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is a nice setup.
I love
for sure.
free drinks or discounted drinks.
So they sent me a couple bottles, and I'm gonna try them out on Saturday's show. I'm not gonna lie, I took a sip of one of them. It was pretty good. So
Yeah.
we'll see if it makes it till Saturday. Honestly, who am I kidding?
Gabb,
Yeah,
you got me
my
one,
wife reached out.
that Rheingeist though too, because I haven't tried their what's it called? Bubbles?
Bubbles. It's like a, I don't know what it says. It's like a rosé, kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a rosé. It's not wine, but it's like a beer, but rosé, and it's
Like
delicious.
a sparkling wine kind of situation.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I'm here for it. I need to try it. Hell yeah.
So like our buddy Joe, he lived in Northeast Ohio. He said there's so many, and I agree. I have so many of my closest friends are Browns fans, but
Oh my
some of the
God.
bad ones are bad. I think he's wanting me to tell the story at that game when we were getting crushed.
He's
Two
talking about
bad
the
things.
Oklahoma fans.
But one person was barking in my ear, and I was like, dude,
That's annoying.
no. Like, we're already losing. Like, I was like, come on. I was telling my wife, I'm like, let's go. Like, let's leave. Let's leave early, beat traffic. She's like, I'm having a good time. You know, she had a couple drinks. And so that was awkward. And then I'm like, okay, so we're leaving. Some other guy's like, that's ass whooping, huh? I just was going to let it go. I was
Come
going
on,
to let
it's
it
just
go.
the
I was very
rivalry.
nice.
And my wife turns around and goes, fuck you. And I'm like,
Yeah,
now
as she should.
I felt like I had to do something. I like Ric Flair chopped this man in the chest. I just was like, it was just like I had to do something. He starts laughing. Ah! I start laughing louder. Turn around, grabs my wife's hand. We start walking. She's like, did you know that person or something? I was like, nope, that was awkward for me too. I don't know what happened. I said, you said fuck you. I felt like I had to do something. And it got real weird.
It must have been a really lame chop.
Probably.
So bad.
I wasn't into it. It was like we're losing a lot. Like I can't even like give this guy a hard shot. I don't know. It was
You
so
were this
awkward.
close to a tickle fight breaking out. Is how I feel that.
Potentially, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, again, like I said, Browns fans depressed. So just don't take it to heart. We've been through a lot. I mean, you guys have been through a lot too.
Yeah.
So
That
you
was
know
the
how it
one
is.
thing that like kept me like so. You know that we hate the Steelers more than anything, but
Right. They've been kind of
I-
quiet.
yeah. Well, yeah, they have, and so
Interesting.
it is. But I always like loved our like origin story, the Browns and the Bengals. Like I felt like we were made to be rivals, and so I've always liked considering you guys our biggest rivals and all that kind of stuff. But I felt for you, and I felt like we at least shared like agony, like
Hmm.
rolling our eyes every offseason because our club did something insane and it's terrible. But like this past offseason with the Browns, like I hate the Browns, like not the fans. I feel for the fans. Like I feel tremendously awful for what you guys have had to deal with. But like now they're enemy number one in my book. Like I can't stand it. And the fact that you guys have beat us, which I do have a theory about, I'll tell you later.
Why later? You keep teasing
There's
it.
a
That's
theory
like
about
twice.
us winning games.
Well, I'm
Man.
just saying, I think it's just because we caught Baker on one of those days. Baker is so inconsistent. Like he either like throws a tremendous pass or he like sucks.
Throws it 2 feet in the air to the other team.
Yeah. And so he always plays lights out when he gets his little pansy feelings hurt. And both times that we played him last season, well, no, that's not true. The first time we played him last season, I forget, Gabb, maybe you'll remember what the controversy was.
I can add into this.
OBJ.
Yeah. I think it's when
just got rid
Odell
of it.
does something crazy. It like just always right when the Bengals happen.
Yeah.
And then for some reason he does really well. And everyone's like, oh my God, he's so back.
Yeah. He gets his feelings hurt and he plays crazy.
It's Odell's fault. I'm sorry. Blame Odell for the losses.
I'm curious to see because we play Carolina also. So if he's the starting quarterback, I'm curious to see how he does as the starter. If he's the starter in Carolina as compared to how he's done.
What if Sam Darnold beats him out?
That's what I wouldn't surprise me.
We don't.
They
know
drafted Matt Corral too from Ole Miss. Like, who knows?
It's gonna be surprised every week who they're gonna put out there.
Yeah.
Imagine being a Panthers fan right now too.
They are like excited.
Are they?
Yeah, they're like really excited.
They have Sam Darnold.
But like one of the crazy
agree.
things about it is they only have one number available for quarterback, and it's number 1.
Well, how's Cam going to come back and start the last 3 games?
Right,
of
that's
the
what
season?
I'm saying. If Baker Mayfield has number 1, how's he gonna do it?
Yeah.
Wait, I did not know that. That's fun information. What if they all just share a jersey?
Yeah, just swap it. Whoever wants to go on the field, just rotate.
So if Crip talks any more shit about the Browns, I just want to say he talks more shit about me personally. Yes, it lists me as a dependent. Yes, alcohol. Yep.
Go alcohol.
So, Gabb and Jules, do you think that there is legit a quarterback curse for the Browns? And if so, what the hell started it?
Art Modell taking the team to Baltimore.
Yeah.
That was our downfall.
Yeah.
And immediately drafting Ray Lewis and Jonathan Ogden. Like,
right.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's just I put on Twitter today, name an all-time Browns moment, and if you scroll through that, you'll just laugh for days.
I was just scrolling through that before this, and I was like, oh my God.
Like there's like all these things happen to one team. You can't tell me this happens to any others. No, this only happens to this one.
It is amazing.
Hi, strawberry ice.
Yeah.
Whitney, imagine what Iceman just did. He was just calling me like he tends to do every single show.
Was he?
Yeah. I'm gonna block his number.
What's up, Jeff? Oh my God. Yeah, I think there might be a little curse situation. So that makes me feel bad too.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just Cleveland in general, besides the Cavs at one time.
Yeah, it is.
That one time.
If you guys don't want to talk about this, you don't have to.
Yeah, I can.
Question. I feel like just the whole thing, whatever. I'm going to shut up and not talk about it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't. I've talked about it multiple times. Well, let me start like a long time ago because this like puts it into perspective. It's really like, can I curse on here?
Yes.
Really shitty. So in 2020, when this is like I would say like way before any of the allegations, way before any like the cases came out. This is when just Deshaun Watson wanted out of Texas. He wanted a new team. I tweeted, and it looks so bad now because this is way before everything. I tweeted at the Browns after every single game, trade for Deshaun Watson. And then guess what? They finally listened at the wrong time.
Yeah.
I mean, talent-wise, amazing talent.
Right, like in the moment, that was a great idea. You know, in 2020, when everything seemed fine, he just needed a new team. That sound like a great idea. But now, dumb. Really, really fucking bad. Very Cleveland. If there's any team that would do it, it would be the Browns. If there's any team that would guarantee someone $230 million, it would be the Browns. The NFL is just not a very welcoming place for women in general.
Right.
So I think they also allow all this behavior to go on, and I don't think it's ever going to stop. And that sucks for fans everywhere and victims everywhere. And it's just really, really unfortunate. And I don't even think he's going to be suspended that many games, which he should be.
Did you hear the conversation, Gabb, about them talking about counting some of his year off last season as
yeah.
served, and what, like, I want to riot if they even mention whatever the suspension is going to be. Okay, but do not tell me if you admit that you counted some of his last season where he voluntarily took a season off just because he was big baby about what team he was on as part of his time served. I will lose that shit.
And like on the field, obviously he's very, very talented, but like at what cost? What cost is that?
Right.
So it's just really
played for a year either. I just, in general, okay, so let's take the Browns out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand any team throwing that type of money. Are we still on?
Where do we go? Oh, we're back.
I don't understand any team throwing that type of money at a quarterback who it's not like
I fucked it up. I fucked it up.
Oh, hi. And that took a year off, and then on top of that has a bunch of legal issues. So they reset the quarterback market under those circumstances, and it's no wonder there's other NFL clubs that are not super happy with them for doing that.
Oh, for sure. I think it's also just to like harp on the NFL in general. There were 15 teams trying to get this man.
Yeah,
15. If Carolina got Deshaun Watson, he would be starting there over Baker Mayfield. There's two teams that prefer him over Baker Mayfield, and that's just how. It's just. Yeah. Okay, so like it's overall an NFL problem, but if there's any team that would have this problem and it would be elevated to a new level, Cleveland, like 100%, it would be Cleveland.
Yeah.
So.
I just don't know how he commands highest paid quarterback money. I'm not saying he's not insanely talented. I know that but he's also, it's not like he's been to the dance. He took a year off. Like,
he hasn't played
with a boatload of like baggage right now. So how is he top paid? And I was like sneaky hoping that he would end up on Washington football team or whatever, stupid Commanders, whatever.
Right, it just goes on brand with everything they're doing.
Because it's so freaking on brand for that organization. Piece of crap.
Right.
Snyder club.
It makes it hard as a fan, because you care so much about people that are on our team. There's so many great players, great guys on the team, and you want to root for them. But what cost is it to root for them? Because you want them to do well, you want them to succeed. And at the same time, there's people that are being harmed in the way of doing that. So it's really complicated. It's really not fun. Just really not fun.
How do you and Jules feel being Browns fans and like tapped into the fandom more than I am? Like, how female fans and male fans are doing, like, with the whole thing.
Oh, I got a lot. So I agree pretty much with everything you guys have been saying. I think the biggest issue, and I'm not trying to generalize because there are plenty of male fans that are empathetic and understand and like aren't pieces of shit, doing the bare minimum essentially in the situation. And it's just crazy how people just can't be empathetic or put themselves in our shoes. Like, it's harder for us to support right now because we are women and we can empathize with these people because they automatically think that, oh, these girls are doing it for a money grab and they're lying. And it's like, obviously, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I don't want all of this to like be a thing because I feel horrible for all of the girls. So it's just like, being told that you're not a fan because you don't want to support a quarterback or you're speaking out against him is also just ridiculous. Like, they just can't emphasize, you know what I mean? Empathize. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's been hard because like Gabb said, I love a lot of the players on that team, and I can't just like pick up and leave, but I don't blame other people for doing that.
Right.
Yeah. What have you seen, Gabb?
I feel like there's a lot in every direction. There's people that just don't care at all. And like, sure, that's fine. That's their choice. That's what they have to live with. And I mean, you get that there's so many situations that are with women in general right now that people don't care about. And we see that every single day. Yeah. So I'm just like, it's just another day for us here. And then there's other people that use this as a way to like emphasize their football fandom and just like they don't really care about the women, but they'll use them to get a joke across. I'm like, it's not funny. Yeah, like using like when they make the jerseys, it says like 22 allegations. Like that's not funny. Like, sexual assault in any way is not funny, and you shouldn't joke about it. I don't know. It's just weird.
I feel like it's more of like a slap in the face when someone does that too.
Right.
Just
and they think that they think they're standing up for that. I'm like, you guys really aren't. You're just using it to get your point across.
Right. You're using it to get retweets. Like,
yeah, like grow up.
This is real life. Like you're talking about 22, 24 women here now.
26,
like,
maybe. I don't know what the number is.
What number are we at this rate?
It's just
it goes up every day. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't understand how people just don't. I don't know. It just frustrates me because there are even women who don't believe the other women. And it's just, how do you guys think this many people are lying? Even if there were a few, you think that many people? Yeah. There's not a few even.
Well, let's talk too. I mean, it's an NFL problem, but then also from a fandom perspective, we idolize football players just a little too much. Like,
for sure.
People don't want to believe stuff, and they don't want to see their heroes fall, or they try really hard not to care because they care more about if their team wins on Sunday. Then people are willing to overlook a lot. I mean, I use always when we're talking about this with friends, like I use the Ben Roethlisberger situation. Now, he was known in the community that he went to college in before he became Ben Roethlisberger, and everybody knew who he was before he was in the NFL, as someone who, if you're at a party and Ben's there and there's drinking, stay away from him. Like his reputation preceded himself. There's no doubt in my mind that he's absolutely guilty of what he was claimed to be guilty of, which is actual rape and physical assault. And he had a long storied career and was applauded.
He'll be in the Hall
on a pedestal, and he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Yes, Gabb. Yes, Gabb.
Him and Tom Brady. Well, never mind, not Tom Brady anymore because he unretired. Just kidding. They were going to be in the Hall of Fame the same weekend.
Yeah. I still feel like that was Tom Brady trolling him and Aaron Rodgers just a little bit, and I loved it. I think Rodgers thought about retiring for a hot second.
He said, "Not this year."
And then Brady retired, and his ego wouldn't allow him to be inducted in the same year as him, so he decided not to retire. And then Tom came back. I think Tom's just screwing with Aaron Rodgers. That's my conspiracy theory for today.
Makes sense.
No, that's really funny.
Yeah, that's possible. So anyway, let's get off of Deshaun Watson because we all agree on this chat that he is a piece of shit, and I feel really bad for, in particular, female Browns fans because that's hard to reconcile, and I know it. But let's predict some AFC North situations. So let's kind of go around. We can start with whatever team. But what kind of record do you think? How do you see season unfolding for? Let's just start with the Steelers since we were just talking about
terrible.
Not good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mike Tomlin is good.
He's never had a losing season.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin can get it done. So that always worries me whenever we play the Steelers because it's the Steelers. Who knows what's going to happen in an AFC North game? Anything goes.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't see them being that great.
Do you predict that this is Mike Tomlin's first losing season with this?
See, I don't know if I would do that. I don't even know if I would go that far because I feel like their schedule, they can win some games.
Yeah.
I mean, they can beat the Jets.
Do they make the playoffs?
They always seem.
Ooh, sorry. Go ahead, Marissa.
They always seem to finagle their way in somehow to like be in a wild card spot.
Yeah,
it's frustrating.
I lived in Pittsburgh for 4 years, so like it was a lot. Yeah, I mean, I had a fun time, but their fans,
it's intense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
not a fan of their fans. A lot of them, but
yeah, they're enemy number one. What do you think, Jules? Like, how do you think the season going?
I'm kind of going back and forth. I think maybe just at 500. I don't see a losing season, but I also don't see a winning season. So I don't know. Like you guys said, I think they literally, even if you think they're going to be really bad, they just They just
find
don't,
a way to
and
win.
I don't know why. So maybe like
You
one.
think they end up in last place in the AFC North or third place?
Last.
Really?
Yes, last. And this is just me.
Situation, but
last.
probably last.
Okay.
I think the Browns are over them.
Okay.
Don't worry, we'll go for our 5th year in a row for 3rd place.
Yeah, 3rd place.
I saw that tweet. That was good. Okay, so what do you think about the Ravens season?
Oh, they're gonna fix it.
I guys, I hate to tell you this, but I kind of really like the Ravens a lot.
So then I'm allowed to like the Bengals.
Yeah, like I like their team. I like their team a lot. I think they're gonna be okay. For some reason, like how we are with you guys are with them. Like you always beat them. I think that the Ravens are gonna be pretty good. They have a lot of people back. They had a lot of people not there because of injuries, and they were in the running for winning the division. I mean, everybody was up until the last week. So I have some hope for them. I definitely think they make the playoffs. And I think Lamar has a better year.
Okay, I don't know.
What, Jules?
I think I don't know for legal reasons what I'm allowed to say.
What do you mean?
Well, like,
Come on, say what you want to say.
I
Say
take it
it.
back. I think the Bengals will finish first, and I think the Ravens will be second, but I think it'll be really close.
I think it'll be close too, but I'm going to
biased.
flip. But I'm biased with the Ravens a little bit.
You think Ravens first and then Bengals?
Yeah, I think Ravens first. I'm a little Ravens biased though. Like, I got some friends on the team. I got to stick up for them.
But what do you think though? Didn't they lose?
Hold on.
Here we fucking go again.
I knew that.
I've got some friends on the team.
Good
yeah,
catch.
and I got to stick up for them.
Good catch though.
Well, who are these friends on
Patrick
the team?
Queen, he's a friend of my show. He's a great guy. Marlon Humphrey, I help him with some TikTok stuff. I hope they do well, but I don't know. I think it's gonna be close. That was last season.
Yeah.
I hate the Ravens. Not them personally. That sounded mean.
You hate the team. You hate the team.
Yeah. You can hate them personally. That's fine.
Yeah. No, I don't like the Ravens, but I hate the Steelers the most out of any.
Me too.
Hate. Yeah. I have never disliked a team more. Sorry, I do not like them.
It's the thing that like binds us all together, even if our teams are rivals. It's like a mutual hate for the Steelers keeps the AFC North running. But what about though? Like, didn't they lose like a big receiver this year? And then
Marquise Brown.
Yeah, and then Martindale's gone.
They're going to run out 5 tight ends, I'm pretty sure.
And then they're going to
They
run
drafted 2 more.
Lamar and J.K. Dobbins and run all over everybody.
They're going to run and have tight ends.
Mm-hmm. And then play some defense, but not against the Bengals, clearly.
Well, they're coming for our necks this year for sure. We embarrassed the shit out of them last season. So I think they're going to have like they're going to really give us everything they got. So I'm a little nervous about them this year, to be honest. And they are a really good team and they're healthy. If they're healthy, then I think it'll be tough, but I still think we're better. What about the Browns? Where do you predict them at?
3rd.
Yeah.
5th year in a row. You know, that's just our spot. It's our safety blanket. 3rd place.
How many games do you win in though?
We're just above bare minimum.
Probably 9. I don't know. Depends who's playing. Who's playing though? That's the thing.
Don't know who's playing.
Jacoby Brissett's quarterback for, let's say, 8 games.
He'll go 4-4.
I think he'll keep them afloat.
Well, like my thing is, if Baker Mayfield could do what he did last season, it'd be kind of bad. Why can't Jacoby do the same thing?
Oh, I agree.
Jacoby's not a bad quarterback.
Yeah,
at all.
I mean, I don't think it's going to take much for the pieces around them. The defense is pretty good. The offense, it was good besides, so.
Is their coach
that problem?
Is their coach going to stick with the run is probably the biggest question in my eyes because, man, that running game is elite. And sometimes I feel like they want to throw more than anything when they should just hand to Chubb, hand to Hunt, and run it down.
I think that was like a statement thing last year. There was an Athletic article that came out. I don't know if you guys saw that today. There was an Athletic article that came out today that said Kevin Stefanski and Baker Mayfield did not get along and they did not like each other. So that might have had something to do with it.
Just to piss Baker off, pretty much. I don't know. I don't.
Right.
Maybe, but I just feel like if they have anybody that's just remotely more consistent, they'll do better. Like you don't even have to be this incredible quarterback. I think
you
it's
just have to compete.
Better than
yeah. I think it's even a myth that you have to have an elite quarterback to be a really successful team. I think it certainly helps, and I think it's starting. The NFL starting to trend that way, where like your Super Bowl teams are almost always going to be teams anymore that have like an elite or very close to elite, like top tier quarterback. But honestly, I think to be super competitive, you don't need someone who's elite. You just need someone who's not going to screw it up for you super bad and who has some kind of consistency. And Baker was like the opposite of that. Like he was either great throws. We talked about this earlier. Like don't know what the hell he was doing. So maybe Jacoby's a lot more consistent and that helps.
You just need someone to do their job. And that's all.
Right. And not any of the outside. Hopefully we have no more chips on our shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can carry anymore. There's no room. Yeah, there's no room for any more chips on our shoulder.
So everybody thinks the Steelers are going to be last?
Yeah.
Why? Do you not?
No.
Here we go.
No, and
you're going to put the Browns last. Oh my God.
I hate the Steelers, but there's just Mike Tomlin. Every year they have not had a losing record. It's the history of it. That's my thing is like, man,
this year's the year.
I feel like they should be like, trust me, I feel like Tiny Hands Kenny Pickett, and I feel like Mitch Trubisky or whoever they roll out, they should finish last. Somehow, whatever reason, I feel like their defense will ball out. Mike Tomlin they'll get a couple lucky breaks or whatever, and
their
they'll be right.
Doable too.
They'll be right in the mix. Like I trust me, I hate the words that are coming out of my mouth right now, but that's the history.
I think they'll be 9-8. I think they'll just squeak above winning, but I think they'll have a winning season because until Mike Tomlin proves me wrong, I mean, he does it every year. He pulls it off.
I am rooting for Mitch. Like, it's a Cleveland guy. Hope he does well.
Could care less about either of their quarterbacks. Could care less.
Well, they still have Mason Rudolph too. They got the trifecta.
Oh,
he's not. He knows he's not a quarterback. Did you see his little quote he had that like a couple weeks ago?
No, I didn't see it.
He said they said like,
racist.
How did you feel? No, not that. Definitely not that. He said they're like, you were starting in whatever last year week something. How do you feel about like competing for this? He said, I was starting because I was the only quarterback left.
He knows what's up.
Said, awareness.
He's self-aware.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that moment he was.
At least he's not like Chase Claypool.
Do you think Myles Garrett knocked the self-awareness into Mason Rudolph?
See, now that's a theory that I can buy right there.
I think you nailed it, Dale. Correct.
Yeah.
And then we all can agree that the Bengals are going to be number 1 in the AFC North this year, except for Gabb, who like Ravens, whatever.
I'm going with Ravens.
Yes.
I'll go. This is my list. Ravens, Bengals, both playoffs. Browns, probably not, depending on who, what, when, where playing. Steelers.
Okay.
My reason I would put the Browns in last is the distraction aspect, the media, the swarm. No matter if Deshaun's out all season or half the season, or that's the reason. It's not talent wise, but that's the reason I would put the Browns last in the division, just based off of all the distractions that they're going to have to deal with.
I might counter it and say, as like a locker room whole, they probably like Deshaun Watson more, just as like an NFL standpoint. They probably like him in the locker room more than the other man who was also a distraction in a different way.
You won't even say his name anymore.
The other man.
The other guy. Well, I don't know. We've had like 30 in the last 10 years, so
yeah. It could bring the locker room together. It could be a us against the world mentality.
The locker room is way more united now than it was like 6 months ago.
I would be willing to buy that if it was anybody but Deshaun that was
Yeah, I
taking
get
over the
that.
mantle, that it could galvanize them. Only because it's not that from the player standpoint, the players probably, I agree, Gabb, like him better. But it's that we don't know when he's playing, if he's playing, how many games in before he's playing. So there's still like
The
that
uncertainty
division.
there.
You can't tell me there's not at least a couple guys that might feel a certain way about sexual assault or harassment. And then also, yeah, just the distraction element that Dale was talking about. So I feel like if it was like, say they didn't do the Deshaun Watson thing and they still like got rid of Baker because there was a problem between him and Stefanski and Baker wasn't cutting it, and all you had left was like a Jacoby Brissett, like a unimpressive, like low tier quarterback or whatever, I think you probably would have a very galvanized locker room who would like really rally behind that. I think your theory would be right in that case. And I think then they would surprise people. Because I do think Baker was like problem number one for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Can I answer this guy's comment?
Which one?
Because I also think that he's a very bad guy. Deshaun Watson, very bad guy. But just like if you're thinking about the men also in that locker room, I know that some of them are thinking women are trying to get money from him. So that's in their mind. They're thinking that, and they're like trying to support him 100%, which is fucked up. But it's the NFL, and they're
the reality.
They're always fucked up. Yeah.
They all suck. No.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's just a mess. It's a mess.
Yep.
Wow, wow, wow.
So no
like this, it's so hard to talk about. Like, I'm sure as Browns fans, don't you just want to talk about the rest of the players sometimes?
You do. You really do, but you can't. Because if you talk about the rest, you got to talk about that. If you talk about Nick Chubb, you have to talk about Deshaun. If you talk about Myles Garrett, what about Deshaun? Well, guys, I don't know what to tell you.
Denzel Ward, one of the best corners in the NFL. Like,
yeah, but
here's
what about
me defending
Deshaun?
the Browns right now, but you know what I mean? Like, it's the truth. Like, but it sucks because I just wish they would have never made that trade, paid him $230 million guaranteed. Like, and even
but if it wasn't them, it was
like,
somebody else,
right?
Yeah.
Well, I felt like all the other teams, though, at least if you believe like rumors, was like fighting over him, but at a very different pay level, at least. So like you would like to think if the Browns hadn't like it almost like I picture it like there's like these 5 teams and they're all fighting and they're all like within like a few mil of each other. And then all of a sudden, like Browns execs like swing open the doors and just start like making it freaking rain and like, well, we'll pay this much. Like, why? Nobody asked you. Like, why did you pull that insane dollar amount out? Like,
yeah, it's just sad because, you know, he shouldn't play, but then there's everybody fighting over him. Like we said, you weren't here when we said this. I don't think you were here when I said this. But if the Panthers won the sweepstakes, they would be starting Deshaun Watson over Baker Mayfield. They were early on bidding for him. Yeah.
No, I know all that. That's what's sad. That somebody would have had him. I know. I absolutely. There's just personal things and things I can't even hardly talk about with this whole situation, and I choose to believe the 20-some women, and it breaks my fucking heart because I know that women, literally the victims, you know, it's always like, oh, they're just out for a money grab or this, that, and the other, and I think that's such bullshit. Like, not when there's so many.
Not when there's so many, and people don't understand how hard it is for women to say anything
to
anybody. They don't tell their best freaking friends. They literally don't go public.
They bury it like sometimes, and then it like.
And even if there's like one person trying to get money that doesn't undermine the other ones, they shouldn't be.
Exactly.
They shouldn't be pushed to the side, and that's the worst part about it.
Well,
so we're having you on the show, yes, and I don't want it to just all be this.
Deshaun Watson.
Well,
but we couldn't ignore it either because, like, you know, you just can't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But which receiver do you think will step up for the Browns? Like, I think there's a few good candidates, and they have Amari Cooper, so like that's the guy. But after him, what do you guys think?
Well, not after him, but I love DPJ. I advocate for him.
That's the guy that came to my mind too. He's also killed. He's killed the Bengals. Like him and Baker together have killed the Bengals like the last couple of years.
Like he was also slightly we can't really judge him though because he had Baker. I mean, he could be slightly inconsistent,
right?
With drops, but I'm like, let's not judge him yet. Let's judge him with a competent quarterback. But he is so good. I've been saying this since we got him. I was so excited when we got him from Michigan. We're not going to talk about that fandom of me. Anyways, love him. Also, random, not a wide receiver, but Chase Winovich is another Michigan man. #1 fan. No one's a bigger fan. If you thought I loved Kevin Love, well, you have not met this version of me.
Fine, Jules. We'll clip this part 2 and put this out on the Twitterverse too.
Marissa, do you love
He tweeted me though.
Someone said I like Higgins along with Peoples Jones, but guess what? Rashard Higgins is now in Carolina with Baker Mayfield, so we'll get a lot of red carpet. David Bell, I'm excited for David Bell.
Yes, David Bell, low key, so good at Purdue. He ran a bad 40, like whoop-de-doo. So did Michael Thomas. So did Jerry Rice. Like David Bell is a damn good wide receiver.
He's taken over everything that Jarvis did. There was no point in bringing Jarvis back. He's taking over his spot at a very cheaper price.
Think of the Reds manager.
Predictions for Amari Cooper this year while we're on it.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
He'll be
good.
He'll
do better than any receiver has for the Browns over the last couple years.
Elite.
So,
yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we went almost an hour. Is there any other exciting stuff you ladies want to talk about before we hop off here?
We have David Njoku also.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is he finally going to step up?
I hope so. I mean,
he's there. He's just like right. He needs to get right over the hump. He's so close. He's like right there.
I have PTSD from that guy, man.
He's a scary man. Have you ever seen him? He just takes his shirt off and runs around in like the snow. He's crazy.
Well, who are you scared of on the Bengals team the way we're supposed to be scared of Njoku? Like, does
Jamar?
I was gonna say
Eli Apple.
What up?
I love Eli Apple.
I do too, but I think you were being sarcastic.
No, I'm being serious.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, he's a bad man. What about like Trey Hendrickson and Logan Wilson? And I'm just trying to get another fandom's perspective on some of our names, like if they're starting to make names yet for themselves.
See, as a Browns fan, there's not much for us to say yet. But if I was a Ravens fan, I'd be terrified.
Fair. That's fair.
Well, would you ladies maybe be interested in coming back on like for like a during the week, like to have Brown's perspective and stuff, you know, like a preview of, because we want to try to do that with different fan bases. It's like, we'll see. I don't just want to have any person that won't be rational on though, because that's pointless, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anything else you guys want to plug before we let you out of here?
Come see Tigers Talk.
Whit, got Tigers Talk. Not so cool rules on everything, including TikTok. Gabb Gowdy with her FanDuel show with what's the other girl's name?
Bree.
Shout out Bree. Thanks for everybody for joining the show. I would typically end this with a hoot. I guess me and Whit can end it with a anyway.
You guys do it. I'll drink to that.
I was gonna say you guys could start barking. I don't know.
I'll never catch me barking. Okay. I'll never bark.
Fair.
Personal reasons of not
I'm never gonna bark.
All right. So thanks everybody for joining. Hoo day.
Hoo day.